Good evening and welcome back to Peny Radio. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube, PenyGH. We're also live on our website, PenyGH.com. Call a friend, call a brother, tell them that it's time with a counselor. And Counsellor Tony is here this evening, and we're bringing you a continuation of where we left off last week. And it's all about how you can manage anger. And so last week we started with how you can manage anger in your children, how you can help young ones in managing their anger. And today we're here this evening in the studios to continue from where we left off. And so Counsellor Tony is here, so I want you to join me, welcome him to the studio. Good evening, Counsellor Tony, and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, and thank you for welcoming me again to your studios.
So how has the week been like?
Yeah, the week has been stressful, but we've been able to manage it till the close of it. Yeah,
we thank God for being good to us.
Thanks.
Yeah, so we just want to quickly start and push ahead. So last week we were talking about how we can help our young ones, our children, in terms of managing their anger.
That's right.
Yeah, and we couldn't finish.
Yeah.
As we always say, when it comes to anger management, it's a lot. And so once you start, it's difficult to even end. So we're back. So I'll quickly hand over to you so that you can.
So last week, by the grace of God, we tried to establish few steps for our parents when it comes to managing anger. And we quoted Proverbs chapter 29, verse 17, which says that discipline your children and they will give you peace of mind and will make your heart glad. Discipline your children. Discipline your children. So we also established the fact that having your children around is like having your heart walking around. And training these children, in fact, is full of uncertainty, is full of joy, is full of hopes, is full of sorrow. In fact, is full of so many things that you can only imagine. You can't tell the future of your children. You can't tell what they are going to become after all the investment. You hope to realize that all that you have invested or all that you are actually putting into them will yield a profit. And lo and behold, all your visions and aspirations and expectations in your children, I pray they don't die off.
Amen.
Yes, I pray they don't die off. Because you do all this investment, you need to buy clothes for yourself, you don't. There are so many things you can do for yourself. But because of these children, you don't. You deny yourself of so many things. So many things. And it is my prayer that parents' investment will not go in vain.
Amen.
It is important for us to look at anger in our children and how to manage them, how to curb those anger, because there are children who are in prison today. There are people in prison today who, in fact, if their anger could have been controlled by their parents, in fact, they will not be in prison. Parents are also going to the police station, visiting their children. Instead of using their resourceful time for other things, they have to visit their children at the prisons, not for anything, but because they were not able to control their anger when they held on to that weapon or when they held on to that thing that could, take away someone's life. So it's not just about I feed my children, I put money on table for them, I have given them all the education they need, you need to instill some morals in them, instill some courtesy in them, instill some values in them, so that your toy will not be in vain. So the last time again we mentioned 2 steps for our parents in managing or handling or guiding children when it comes to anger. We mentioned that you need to avoid violent media, violent scenes, things that portray anger, things that will increase anger in your children. Avoid them. We said that there are parents who will sit in front of the telly with their children to watch anger scenes, to watch aggressive scenes, to watch, in fact, things that at the end of the day will grow anger or aggressiveness, unnecessary self-defense nature in those children. And it is important for us as parents to know that the things that we allow our children watch on the telly, on our phones, also form part of their cognitive ability. So we shouldn't take it for granted. The games they play on our phones, the games we download for them. We said that it's good for our children to play games on our phones because at the end of the day, it relaxes their mind. But those games should be educative. Those games, in fact, should be challenging. Challenging in the sense that there are games that it builds the child's level of accuracy, the child level of target. Like the child sets a target on this game, try to win, So there is that kind of positive competition or healthy competition built in that child because of the games you have on your phone. And there are other games which will end up building aggressiveness in that child. So choose your games well. Choose the things they watch on the telly well. We mentioned that today we have movies on our telly. We call it telenovelas, and they are full of our languages, our local languages, and these children will learn them and they will speak them like they own the language. No, it is important for us to guide and teach our children which channel to watch, which channel not to watch, which channel is good for them, which channel is also not good for them. Let's put some restrictions on these gadgets. We mentioned that our gadgets today, if you don't train your child, your gadgets will train your child. If you don't train your child, the gadgets around will train the child.
Sure.
So it is important for us as parents, in fact, to make it a point that this is what I want to see in my child. Of course, you can't determine the future of your children. Whatever you do, they decide on what to become. And life has a way of letting them become. So instill in them values, principles, courtesies. Those values will, at the end of the day, inform their decisions. Those values will inform their worldview. So that they don't send you to prison when you are not ready. Yes, they don't invite you to the police station when you have to use your time for profitable things.
Sure.
We also mentioned that we need to set anger rules or establish anger rules. Yes, anger is inevitable. Anger is something that we cannot easily do away with. But we can guide anger. We can put down principles or rules for our children, even for ourselves as parents, to guide us when we are angry, to guide our children when they are angry. We said write them on the wall, paste it even at the window, at the door, wherever they walk around in the house, they should see it. You know, that anger rule, that list should greet them. They should greet the list even before they go out. They should probably see it in the morning before they see you to greet you, Daddy, good morning. Or Mommy, good morning. Or Auntie, good morning. Set rules. And we say one of the rules is when you are angry, do not frown.
Do not frown.
It is, you know, common to frown when we are angry.
Sure.
Let's let our children know that it is common to frown when you are angry. But your anger should not be an act of disrespect. Your frowning shouldn't portray disrespect to your parents.
Okay. Okay.
You know, so you need to manage how to frown. You need to guide it. Don't frown. When you frown, you put everybody off. So don't respect mommy. Don't respect daddy by frowning. Don't frown. We also said that don't slam the door. Don't bang the door because you are angry. No. We also mentioned that don't shout. Don't shout because you are angry. It's not right to shout when you're angry. When you're angry, still be polite.
I think with this, even most adults are culprits.
So we established few. When you're angry, we said don't insult. Don't insult. And when you're angry, don't reject food. Don't reject food. And the other one we say, when you are angry, don't walk out. Don't walk out. Boys will reject food when they are angry. And they'll grow with it. Yes, they marry because they are angry. Their wives stay at the kitchen 2 hours preparing food. Go through all the sweat. And they are like, "What mami bue funtino mini." When you are angry, we said, don't walk out. Don't isolate yourself when you are angry. It's a dangerous thing. You know, as if it's cool to walk out, to see your child walk away on you or isolate herself on you, him or herself away from you, and you think it's cool. One of these days, they'll go hide somewhere, and you don't know the thoughts that will run through their minds.
Sure.
They'll walk away from you and join bad company or go and hear bad advice. Don't allow them to walk away from you when they are angry. Okay. And we said that our children act us out. They act us out. What they see us do, what they see us say, those are the things they do. The things they do are not far from what we do as parents. So mommy, daddy, act well, act right, speak right.
They are a reflection of us.
Yes.
Mostly, some of these things they learn without us knowing they are learning.
Yeah.
Till we see those things manifest.
Yes. Unconsciously, the things we do gets to them. They look at us, they listen to us, they watch us as if they don't know.
Yeah.
One of these days, They'll begin to act like daddy. They'll begin to act like mommy. And you'll be shocked when you see the very negative ones portraying themselves. Today, we want to continue. 3, positively express your anger. Positively express your anger before or in front of your children. How do I positively express my anger? You are angry and you have to express it positively. For instance, you go to the what do you call it, field or the football park with your children to play football. And probably you are with them, you are watching with them, and someone kicks someone. You are like, oh no, this is what makes me angry. When people have to kick someone on the pitch, it's not right. It's not right. You don't have to do that. Now, when you say this, the child listens. The child watches. And the next time you see another kick, you ask the child, is this right? Is this right? No. You don't have to kick the person. You could have jumped over. So this child gets to the pitch and someone kicks him and he walks to the person and says, this is not right. Daddy says it's not right. Model your children.
Instead of kicking the person back.
Yes. Instead of hitting the person. You are in a car with your child, you are driving. And this old lady is standing behind, wanting to cross the street. And you have these drivers, driving over. When you are about getting there, you tell your children, this is what makes me angry. When drivers don't allow pedestrians to cross, it's not right. So one of these days, your child will name you, it's not right.
It's not right. Important.
So you stop for the child, for the pedestrian or the old lady
to cross.
This child sees these positive acts. You portray them, you express the anger, and then you portray the positive.
You know the example you gave with the pitch one, you just insult.
So it is not right.
You just insult. You just give it to the person and.
So you sit in a car with your child and then the trotro driver insult the other person.
Yeah.
Or the taxi driver insult the other person.
Yes.
And you need to express that negative feeling in a positive way. So the child sees it as negative but will have a positive reaction to it. No, I don't like it when drivers insult each other. It really makes me angry. I don't like it. I expect him to even apologize. You understand? Frank, do you think it's right for the driver to insult the other driver? No. So answer it quickly before the child tells you.
Yes. Yeah. He did it right. Yeah. He sorted him well.
So you guide them even on how to answer such questions.
All right.
We also want to, number 4, emotional focus. Emotional focus. Coping skills. Okay. This is a whole term. That's why I have to take my time.
Sure.
Emotional focus.
Coping skills. Okay.
Emotional focus coping skill has to do with training your child on how to positively express their emotions.
Okay.
How to positively express their emotions. Instead of negatively expressing it by speaking negative or acting negatively, you let them express them positively. How do we do this? The child goes to school. He or she couldn't score the science or score the maths or not good at a subject. You know, this will create a strong negative feelings or emotions in the child. And this child may end up avoiding the maths teacher or the science teacher. Or even hate those who, were able to score the maths.
Okay.
So what do we do as parents? Let the child know that this is a can do.
Okay.
Because others have been able to do it. And you are capable of doing it. Yes. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Instead of knocking the child, no, let the child know that he can equally do better.
If someone has done it, means it's possible.
You got 25 today, innit? Yes, that is fine. To the best of your ability, you're able to get 25. I'm very sure. Listen, I believe in you. You can turn the 25 to 52. You just change the number. You watch. In your the next academic year, you are going to sit down and then you change the grades. So instead of them having a negative feeling about an action, let them turn those negative feelings into a positive action. That is the emotion focus coping skills.
All right.
Then the last one is problem focused coping skills.
Problem focused.
Yes, problem focused coping skills. And this is also this becomes more practical on the side of the child.
Okay.
You were not able to score. Instead of feeling bad about it, now we are looking at problem focused coping skill. We are going to sit down. We are going to open the contents. We are going to look at subject by subjects where you find difficult, where you are having difficulties. We will see how best
you can
we
solve
can
it.
solve it. How best we can solve those questions. How best we can solve those topics.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So here is the problem. We want to focus on how to best work around it to get the best result. So instead of blaming yourself or becoming angry or having negative feeling, mommy, daddy, it is left with us to now help the child to positively solve or walk through that problem successfully. Very, very important. We want our children, and they will also need us. And as they are growing, it is very, very important for us to work on how best to get the best out of them.
All right. So I have this interesting comment here. All right. So from Amandi Lena, it says, "I'm here again. Thank you, Counsellor." And John Kane says, "We have a long way to go." Very educative. And then this one from Frank. Frank says, "Frowns are used to express anger, Mr. Counsellor. You can't do away with it." And then Amazing Top 10 says, "Frank, true. I wanted to ask if there's a positive way to do it." I mean, I think you want to say if there's a positive way to frown without disrespecting, because you can't do away with frowns.
Yes, so when we come to what our children should do,
we will look at those ones. All right.
Because there are some, you frown, you laugh, your face looks more funnier. Yes, it looks, It's just like
Oh God.
I'm sure you've expressed that. Before.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes, if you've used the hammer before, when it hits
Hits your-
your nail, and there are people that you feel shy of around, you don't know whether
To smile, to cry, to yeah.
you know that face.
Yeah.
So tonight I also want to serve our children some few steps to deal with anger.
Okay. Okay.
I've, by the grace of God, managed to guide parents on how to help their children manage anger or cope with anger.
Sure.
5 steps for our children.
Okay.
Walk away from the triggers.
Okay.
Walk away from things that makes you angry. Walk away from them. This is very simple. You can quit the football match. You can tell them, I'm not playing again. Because whatever is happening is making you angry.
Sure.
Is giving you a negative feeling. And therefore you can't continue.
No one can force you to.
You understand?
Yeah.
Just walk away from things that makes you angry. If you're among your friends and they are teasing you, and you think, no, this is going to make me react negatively, walk away. It won't take anything away from you.
Sure.
It will rather save your image. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know, people have scars on themselves which could be avoided if they were to walk away. From that anger scene, from that anger circumstance. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You don't now need to explain to your children why you have a scar on you. Whilst you can avoid them within a space of time. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So walk away from whatever makes you angry.
This is good, but it's sometimes it's not too easy to. You're enjoying this game as a child, and because of someone's whatever,
Yes,
then you have to
you are kicked
ignore.
so hard, and you know if you walk away from the game, you will save your legs.
But the fun is also going past you.
Please go out. Save your legs.
Save your legs.
And go through life with 2 legs.
Sure.
And walking uprightly. 2, talk to a trusted person.
Okay.
Talk to a trusted person. Like we said, you need to be assertive. Being assertive means talking.
Okay.
And talking means being assertive about it.
Okay.
And not just to anybody, but someone that you can trust. Someone that you believe that his or her judgment will give you some positive feeling instead of negative feeling.
Okay.
Because there are people that you talk to, and by the time you realize your tempers go high.
Yeah.
So talk to a trusted person who will calm you down.
Okay.
And give you reasons why you shouldn't even be angry, but just overlook. Yeah. A trusted person who will guide you on how to keep a positive composure. A trusted person who will let you see the better side of things.
Okay.
trusted people don't blame you for what you do wrong. They rather encourage you to do right.
Okay.
And they guide you to do right. Yeah. You don't just talk to anybody. 3. Take in a deep breath. Take in a deep breath. And this one, I call it smell the pizza. Yeah, smell the pizza. If you've eaten pizza before, even before you
take a bite.
In fact, the smell alone, whets your appetite.
Sure.
So this time around, take in a deep breath. And this is how you do it. Smelling the pizza.
The pizza. Okay.
And then blow on the pizza. Blow on the pizza.
On the pizza.
This is what you do. So as you smell the pizza, now you blow through your mouth.
Okay.
To cool down the pizza. Because if it is hot, it will be difficult to eat.
Sure.
So you blow on it. And that calms your nerves down.
Okay.
It is a technique that even adults should adopt. A technique that adults should adopt. So you ease down the tempest. You ease down the anger.
Okay.
When you breathe in slowly and you hold it a while, your adrenal glands get balance. They don't get irritated. They are not in a hurry to act.
Okay.
So there's a kind of sweat that comes off your body when you hear an angry news or when something irritates you and you need to react. But when you take in that deep breath, you smell the pizza, then you blow slowly to cool it down. Your nerves in there relaxes. They relax. And this is where you tell yourself, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. And by the time you finish calming down, whatever makes you angry becomes very simple. You find good solution to them. You find good answers to them. Because a harsh answer will increase the anger.
True. Very true.
The scripture says that soft answer takes away many wrath. So you help yourself. Instead of screaming, instead of answering back, instead of showing the person that you also got worse,
Calm down.
Because it will be difficult to take those words back. So our children should learn the breathe in and the breathe out techniques. Breathe on the pizza. Breathe. Smell the pizza, and then blow on the pizza. Number 4. Learn positive self-talk.
Okay.
Learn positive self-talk. When you are angry about a situation, learn to speak positively to yourself. I would rather go cool on this. I'd rather go calm on this. I would rather not talk about this. I would rather walk over this. I would rather overlook this. I would rather keep quiet over this. What answer will best solve this situation? What should be the best reaction to this situation? When you do this, the last time I said that you can tell people they are full without you saying a word. Yes. So positive self-talk is important. Learn to talk positively to yourself. Even before you go out, you tell yourself, I'm not going to allow my boss to get into me. I'm not going to allow this teacher to get into me. I will not allow their water to get into my boat. I will sail smoothly and get to shore. Mention your name. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, this is the kind of smile I'm going to put on as I go out.
Sure.
As I meet them. As they start that angry conversation, this is how I'm going to smile.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And as always, our time is up, but then I will still give you some time to wrap up for today. But then
Number 5.
Yeah.
Number 5. Apologize when you are wrong. Apologize when you are wrong.
I think this should be the king of all. But very difficult.
Yeah. You know, apology will not take anything from you. It will make you small. It will make you a fool. Apology rather makes you a gentleman, a lady. Apologize and move on. All right. It's okay. I'm sorry. I want to end with a story.
Okay.
Just a brief one. You know the duck, the hen, and then the hawk. You know the hawk picks the chicken, the young hen. I think it's the chicken, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why is it that it doesn't pick the ducklings or the duck's baby? The ducklings. Because they are equally birds.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that the chicken is lighter in weight than the duckling. That's why the hawk cannot pick it. It's not true. There was this story about why the hawk will not pick the duckling. One day the hawk picked that duckling, expecting the duck to scream, to run after it, to even open its wings. But you know what? The duck was just watching quietly, and was just, it has a long neck, and was just like this. The hawk up there could not read through the mind of the duck, and said to itself, if I'm not careful,
this duck was struck back.
I don't know what the duck is thinking. So let me go and drop its duckling quietly. and it picked that of the hen. Then the hen started, I mean, why? Open the wings as if it want to fly, and it couldn't get anywhere. The hawk went up, looking at the hen down there, and the hen couldn't do anything apart from the screaming and then the jumping and the opening the wings and all that, and nothing happened. And said, "Oh, this is all you could do." Remain calm. When you are angry, when situations are unpleasant, become like the dark, so that whoever is making you angry will not be able to read what is in your mind, and by the time you realize, they will change to your interest or to your favor. I want to say thank you, and I believe our lesson on anger has gone a long way to help homes, to restore families, to reunite marriages. Of course, like I said, immediately we mention counseling, people think, oh, then it's going to talk about marriage.
Yes.
But there are a few things that, in fact, when they are not pointed, they destroy the home, destroy the marriage, destroy nice relationship, destroy opportunities, and one of them is anger. Thank you very much. I'm sure we one day again we may talk about anger. Next week we may handle a different topic.
Sure.
Thanks to all our listeners also. I'm just cutting down everything.
Oh my God.
Thank you very much.
Sure, you're welcome. So I want to pick this comment from. Okay, let me start from the top. So Amandelina said, "I'm here again. Thank you, Counsellor." John Kane, "We have a long way to go. Very educative." And then that comment from Frank says, "Frowns are used to express anger." And then Amazing Top 10 wanted to know if there was a positive way to do it. Tyler Aaron says, "This is so helpful. Thank you, guys." Andrew April says, "Walking away is a great option, but timing is crucial. Thank you, Counsellor." Andrew April says, "Smell the pizza and blow on it. Interesting." Luca Morgan says, "Calm down and answer politely. Breathe in." And then Frank says, "I can see Counsellor is expert in pizzology. I want to offer him one large size. Please share your Momo number." Yeah, so that one's from Frank. So Frank says he want to offer you a large size of pizza. So share your Momo number. So you can share your Momo number for Frank too.
Frank, we'll talk about that behind doors.
Sure. All right. So these are the few comments we had for today. And so we will be back next week, same time, 7 p.m. So I want to say a very big thank you and God bless you to each and every one of you who tuned in today to A Time with Counsellor. So next week, Counsellor Tony will be back here with a new series, a new topic. And I want to say, hey, enjoy your weekend. The weekend has started already. It is a wonderful new month. We are in the second half of the year. Yeah, we've just started the second half of the year. And things are not getting easier. So you also need to be tough. Okay? Things are not getting easy. It does not mean you should also relax. It means you need to build up yourself. So wherever you are, tomorrow at 7:30 a.m., do join us on the live worship with Ben Cranton, and you'll be a blessing. So thank you very much for all those who tune in to listen, for those who watch us, for our families, our friends, our advisors, those who do comment. We say thank you and have a wonderful weekend. Do join us tomorrow morning on the live worship. Bye-bye.